Range rule of thumb for interpreting S. The 153 heights of males from Dataset 1, body data, and Appendix B have a mean of 174.12 centimeters and a standard deviation of 7.10 centimeters. Use the range rule of thumb to identify the limits separating values that are significantly low or significantly high. And for such data, would a height of 190 centimeters be significantly high? Well, with the mean of, again, we have mu, which represents the mean of the population mean, is equal to 174.12, and the standard deviation, which is the population standard deviation, has a sigma symbol, which is equal to 7.1 centimeters. We're going to use the range rule of thumb to find the limits separating values that are significantly low or significantly high. So the first thing is we want to find out what are the values, okay, that would represent significantly low or unusual. Well, we're going to use the following. We're going to take the mean, which is 174.12, and then we're going to subtract 2 times the standard deviation, because that means that anything lower than this value would then be significantly low. So 174.12 minus 2 times 7.10, and let's go ahead and find that. Okay, we get the following value. We get 174.12 minus 2 times 7.10, and that gives us 159.92. So anything 159.92 or lower is going to be considered significantly low or unusual. So again, significantly low values are 159.92 centimeters or lower. So now we want to find out what are the significantly high values, which are also considered unusual. Okay, so in this case here, we're going to take the mean and then add 2 times the standard deviation. So let's just go ahead and verify that on our calculator. If we take the mean of 174.12 plus 2 times the standard deviation, which is 7.10, and that gives us 188.32. So what does that tell us? Well, that tells us that the significantly high values are 188.32 centimeters or higher. So values that are not significant, meaning that are usual, are between those two values. So we have 159.92 centimeters and 188.32 centimeters. So let's take a look at this. So again, here remember that we have values that are not significant, significantly low values, and significantly high values. Well, what do we know? We know that the mean, okay, the mean is 174.12. We know that 2 standard deviations below the mean was 159.92, so anything below that is significantly low values. Over here, 188.32 are 2 standard deviations above the mean. Anything beyond that to the right is significantly high values. And then the values that are in between are not significant. So now let's go back to the question and answer this. So it's asking us, for such data, would 190 centimeters be considered significantly high? Well, let's go back and take a look here. Well, we can see here that 190 centimeters is above the 188.32. So therefore, this would be significantly high. Or in other ways, we would say that that value is unusual.